What's up, everybody? It's your boy Duval here, back with another GTA 6 video for you guys. So today we're looking into how big will GTA 6, my bad, be realistically. It's Brand Wolf, the channel name. I'll put a link to the original video in the description, and with that said, let's get into it.
I saw an interesting post a few days ago regarding GTA 6 and its length. The user Walls Flow on Reddit said, "I came across this comparison image showing the main story lengths of all GTA games. GTA 6 is estimated at 45 to 50 hours for the main story and potentially 100 hours for full completion. It's not official, but it might be close to the truth." And so he was talking about this image
I
here.
honestly
And
think GTA
GTA
6 should be
5
well
took about
over 100 hours, 200 if possible. I hope that game is packed with stuff to do. It needs to be. This is not nearly enough of an increase from 32 to 45. No. It needs to be 5 times that at least. I would prefer it to be even more than that, because remember, we're going to be playing this for over at least 15 years, if not up to 20. So we need as much content. Obviously, the online will be well over a decade, but we need that story mode, and hopefully they'll consider DLC. They might not though. They might just segue straight into online. It's more profitable, but yeah. So this needs to be like 150 or even 200. 45 to 50 is not enough.
32 hours truth. And so he was talking about this image here. And GTA 5 took about 32 hours to complete on average. But GTA 5 also came out a pretty long time ago, and you had 3 protagonists, 3 stories, and all that stuff. But I think a more better comparison potentially would be that of Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, Red Dead Redemption 2, by a simple Google search, says that it takes around 50 to 60 hours to complete the main story. However, you could finish it in potentially 35 to 40 if you rush. Now, that's crazy. A 50-hour
Not to
story
pause again,
is
even though that's
crazy,
what I'm doing.
right? And
RDR2 is the type of game you do not want to rush. I can't rationalize why anybody would even want to do that outside the speedrunners. And I think it would be even shorter for them because they know how to exploit the game's mechanics and do all sorts of bullshit. But anywho, yeah, RDR2 is not the type of game you want to and probably aren't going to rush. So they said the max is 188. That's 20 hours more than a week. A week is 168 hours. So yeah, I like that.
I mean, rush. Now, that's crazy. A 50-hour story is crazy, right? And I mean, most games, no matter what type of games there are, like in story mode wise, sometimes we're getting 25, 30 hours. And that seems pretty good. But for GTA 6, everything that has to do with GTA 6, in my opinion, is doubled or tripled even. Like if you expect one thing, you
That's
should
how I
expect 2
feel.
or 3 things when it comes to GTA 6. So people sometimes get ahead of themselves. They think, oh, this game is going to be, the main story is going to be like 80 hours long, and we're going to get like 200 hours of content, and we're going to be able to enter every single building, and we're going to do all these. So it can get crazy. But realistically, what could the length of the GTA 6 campaign be? I actually like that 50 to 60 hour range. And to be honest, it sounds almost crazy to say that, but if that's how long Red Dead Redemption took, I would say that you can tell a really good story, a good main story with compelling characters, with diverging plots that maybe you can follow and, you know, keep track in side missions. I think 50 hours, 60 hours could be pretty good, and I think a lot of people would be satisfied when it comes to GTA 6. Now, I think the side content and how big the game and the map is actually going to be and how much you can actually do, I think you could probably get well over 100 hours, like
Definitely,
easily over
definitely.
100 hours. Now,
It's
if we look
GTA.
at a game like Cyberpunk, for example, and I have 119 hours, and that's through one playthrough, doing almost all the side missions, doing the DLC, and spending a lot of time in Night City. Now, the problem is that Cyberpunk 2077 isn't all that massive when you
Yeah, it
compare it
isn't.
to a bigger open world. It's honestly kind of,
Yeah,
it's a
I
decent
agree.
size, if we're being honest here. It's not like humongous. So 100 hours from that game is pretty good in my opinion. Now, in Red Dead Redemption 2, I have 469 hours so far, and some of you guys might say that's amateur
Rookie
hour,
numbers.
But that's through multiple playthroughs. That's through a little bit of online and just a lot of side quests, a lot of fishing, a lot of hunting, a lot of just running around in my horse, just changing Arthur's look, getting haircuts, taking hair tonic to grow my beard and hair out like completely, feeding him, staying in hotels, just doing all these crazy things. Like you just kind of get lost in the world, and having almost 500 hours in Red Dead Redemption 2 is crazy, right? Like there's so much for me to do. Like I love to explore it, you know? And so in GTA 6, with the game being so much bigger, being set in modern times, having fishing, having boat customizations potentially, building customizations potentially, buying homes, customizations of guns is probably going to be even crazier. Car customization, clothes hopefully is abundant. There's going to be so much to do that I think you can get so many hours from this game. If I'm thinking about the main story only in terms of length, I don't want to think about it too much, because I almost will feel disappointed if the story isn't as long as maybe I expect it to be, or as long as maybe I want it to be. I don't know, for everybody's going to be different. I think personally, if we can get a story length similar to Red Dead Redemption 2 and only in comparison to the main story, then I think we have a pretty good game.
Again?
But anything less than that could potentially turn head story, as long as maybe I want it to be. I don't know, for everybody's going to be different. I think personally, if we can get a story length similar to Red Dead Redemption 2 and only in comparison to the main story, then I think we have a pretty good game. But anything less than that could potentially turn heads,
I'd like
piss
to think,
people off,
and I believe, you know, Rockstar understands that. They do. So hopefully they'll deliver on that story length.
people angry. And there is a rumor that the game is going to cost, $100. That's just a rumor, and it could be completely false. We're going to obviously have to wait and see. But if the game truly costs $100, then we better get a really fucking long campaign. A really long campaign with a lot of stuff.
If GTA costs $100, and I feel like out of all games in existence, this is the one that deserves to charge that tag the most, that price tag the most, I'm still buying it. I bought Sparking Zero for $110, and you saw how much of a disappointment that was.
GTA 6 disappoint in this sense? I hope not. I don't think so. I think that Rockstar and GTA know what they're doing, and I think that they've thought a lot about this, and I hope that they just pack this game with so much side quests and so many other things to do. How long do you think the campaign for GTA 6 should be? And guys, as we close in on 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a special Q&A for that. So if you have any questions about me, about the channel, about anything whatsoever, go ahead and ask me down in the comments below so you can be featured in our 20,000 Q&A subscriber special.
Like that thumbnail, that's nice. So with that said, guys, that was how big will GTA 6 be realistically. I especially appreciate his input on story length because that really matters to me. And with that said, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. Follow my socials, my TikTok, Instagram, and Discord. They'll be in the description, along with the link for this video, like I said in the beginning of the video. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.